All right, guys, we've got a really exciting episode for you today. We've got two builds that we're working on. Aaron's got to get started repairing the fat truck. Truth be told, we were always going to modify one of them and then keep one of them stocked to sell. So the one that we're going to modify is going to become a demo for us. The plan for it is to immediately take it up to a show in Eugene, Oregon. It's called the Oregon Logging Conference. It's in about 3 weeks, 21 days. And then we've also got to build a brand new single cab Silverado 6500. I'm gonna pull up a picture and show you right here the idea for the build and what it's going to entail. So we've got to take both of these builds up to a show in Eugene, Oregon in 21 days. So right here is the mechanic's body for the truck that Troy has pulled off of another truck. I've got to take a single cab Silverado 6500 down to RobbyLayton to get painted, and Aaron's gonna get started modifying the fat truck. And then I've got a little surprise for Aaron today in the episode. We're gonna take Aaron up to the spot where he rolled the fat truck, and I'm gonna blindfold him, take him up there, make it real fun for you guys. But we've got the owner of Fat Truck here to teach Aaron how to successfully descent off of a hill without rolling it. So that should be fun for you guys. Get to rub a little egg in Aaron's face. I know all of you would love to do that after the last few episodes. In the comments, it's been pretty brutal on Aaron. I gotta say, he is misunderstood sometimes, so I'll apologize for him, even though he doesn't believe really in apologizing. So I'm gonna do it for him.
All right, so I got the back all stripped down and ready to start designing. I'm gonna move over to the front right now. I'm gonna pull off this windshield frame and the windshield itself. And the part of the roof that's actually dented in, I'm gonna pull that off, which looks like it's just on bolts. And I'll get both of these. I'll take them over the table and assess what I'm gonna do with them. I think I'm gonna end up basically rebuilding most of the roof section. And then I'm gonna cut a new windshield frame out and attach this polycarbonate to it, just as they did from the factory. So yeah, we'll see where we get with this. Kind of right now, I'm not 100% sure what the final game plan is going to be until I get it apart and really do a little inspection. So yep, I'll get my tools and start stripping this down.
Why are you so strong, glue?
Some pretty strong glue here. They use that special aluminum glue. I'm sure like whatever assembly line guys that put this thing together are watching me just butcher it apart right now are probably like cringing. I'm sorry. I'll make it look pretty after I'm done. I just want this stuff out of my way. Look at that stuff. That's some tough stuff, man. That's why these things are waterproof. I'm actually gonna have to do a little research to see what kind of seam sealant is going to be the best case for this thing. All right, so basically I got the aluminum fender off of this. I'm gonna clean all of this up, get it all prepped out, and I will start taking measurements across this thing so I can draw it into Fusion and get a rough idea of what I'm gonna need to build out here. I also need to go measure, I'm gonna go measure like one of those snow bikes just to get a rough length and just make sure whatever I build out here is gonna be okay for them. I'm gonna also I have the toolboxes up here on the shelf, bring those down, check everything out, get a good game plan, and then start executing on the computer. So right now, other than basically taking that other fender off and then cleaning up my mess and wiping this whole thing down, I'm gonna probably be done with the physical work for, I'd say, about a day. I'm gonna need a day or two to go through and just draw up everything, get the material prepped, get it cut, and then we'll start building. So basically got the roof rack off. Now I think I'm gonna have to grab Sam over here to hold the inside, and we're gonna have to take loose all the bolts for the cab, and let's see if we can get this roof skin off just by itself. I think I'm gonna move over the windshield. I'll get the windshield off next, and then we'll move to this. So see how it goes. have to rebuild the front nose section where it landed whenever it tipped forward. So we're thinking we might just take the hook of our crane and put a little tension on the front of the roof as we walk down and separate the glue and see if we can peel this thing off. Use the crane to help us out a little bit. Yeah, right. Almost there. We got to disconnect a few things inside the cab. The refrigerant lines that go to the condenser tie up into the bulkhead up here. Take those loose. We got to take loose a couple water drain lines that come off the condenser for condensation drains. What else is up there? Rear view camera, a couple other little things. But once we pull all that out, the roof cap will come off. I'll be able to take all the wrap off of it, clean it all up, and we're gonna build something cool out of the roof of this thing. It's gonna have a cool hat, so to speak. All right, so the roof is off, and I would have to say it's a good time just to walk away from this thing, come back at it tomorrow morning, and clean up all the tools, clean up the entire fat truck, put away all the bolts, get organized, and start fresh, and we'll start building some stuff and designing some stuff. But I'm stoked. It doesn't look like the damage is that bad. This thing did great. There's actually no structural damage. The ROPS, the roller protection system, is in perfect shape. This is why I didn't get hurt. It's this massive 2x3 rectangle tube structure that they had built into this thing. So yeah, check in tomorrow. Cut frame, now we're tomorrow. Peace. All right, so now we got the roof off that fat truck. We're going to repair it. We're gonna cut the damaged sections out, put a new aluminum back in, weld it up, shape it, get it sanded, and then we'll do our modifications after. So like we're gonna build a hood scoop kind of deal on the top. We're gonna do that after we repair it, get it straight, get it fit back on the vehicle, and then we'll move forward with more fab work on that part. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the roof skin to the point where it's all repaired, and I'm just gonna set it in place on top of the vehicle. And then I'm gonna start working on all the tube work we discussed before for the back section of the bed where our crane's gonna go and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go back and forth, but for today, we're gonna get this roof skin fixed up. So this is what I'm gonna be cutting out. I'll start here and then we'll just get rid of all of this. We're learning all about the fat truck now that we got all the body panels off of it. The construction's fairly simple. It's like the fabrication that they did on the thing was pretty simple, which makes it, you know, a better piece of equipment to own, easier to work on. I'm impressed with how fast everything comes apart on the fat truck. You put like a 10mm on a ratchet and just rip right through and have most of it. Let me grab my grinder and a skill saw real quick, and we'll cut that.
This is the Silverado 13,000. We've loaded one 6500 on top of another 6500 to bring you the world's only Silverado 13,000. What do you guys think? Now, that's not the real reason why we're doing this, guys. We loaded this 6500 on top of the other 6500 to take the one on top down to RobbyLayton. He's gonna be paint matching it to a mechanic's bed that we have laying around, but it's gray. So we're gonna paint match the 6500 gray. Robbie's gonna be painting it. We gotta get down to Robbie's place. We've got the truck loaded up. I gotta get the road. Let's go. Guys, we got down here to Robbie's shop, and we got 6500 unloaded, and we're getting ready to get it painted.
So I'm excited to do this because they're putting a huge box on it with a crane. So we're going to be color matching the entire cab, painting the jams, painting the hood inside out, everything to match the existing box. But the crane is going to get painted also. So they're going to be bringing that down later. We'll get it all matched up. And then what show is it going to?
Some logging expo up in Portland. It's about a month away. I didn't want to drop that on you right now, but it's kind of a rush.
Well, it's no big deal. We got a good team right now, so we'll get on this. We'll get it all painted and get it back to him as soon as possible. We appreciate the work, man.
Thank you. This is Amin from Fat Truck. He is here to basically take Aaron through what I would call a Fat Truck driver's ed.
My name is Amin Kimji. I'm Vice President Sales and Marketing and one of the founder of Fat Truck. We founded the company. We're 3 guys in it. There's myself, Maxime O'Shaughnessy, who's the president, and Benoit Marlot, who's the engineering guru of the product. I think Jackknife Motor is going to be really good for us because there's 2 locations, and also the fact that they're involved in the utility industry, in the telecom industry with the outfitting that they're already doing. I think it's complementary of what we're doing with the Fat Truck and where we're selling them.
I'd assume that you guys have seen it. If you haven't seen, go back and watch Aaron roll the Fat Truck a couple episodes ago. I'll put it up here for you to click on. Here's the deal, is like there's some mistakes that we made. As proof, you should always wait for proper training. I mean, tell me like a little bit about the history of Fat Truck. It's not that old of a machine, right?
No, actually the company was founded in 2018. And we delivered our first Fat Truck in fall 19. So since then we've been producing like between 50 to 100 units a year. Okay. Today, after 6 years, we have 5 different models for the civilian market because we also do vehicles for the military market.
Has anybody ever put a crane just on one of these regular Fat Trucks?
You're going to be the first one.
I think we're going to be the first one to put a crane on the Fat Truck. We have a few modifications that we're going to do to it just for show purposes. I mean, they're already plenty cool. We just wanted to put a little Jackknife Motors touch on it. That one, you know, we became a dealer. That's for sale. We hope to sell a lot of them, and we have more of them coming, right?
Yeah, you have 3 more, 2.8 wagons coming in about 6 weeks from now.
We're gonna let Amin go up to the site where Aaron rolled the Fat Truck. We're gonna go blindfold Aaron and take him up there. But yeah, that's what we're doing. So let's get after it. But we've painted some glasses for Aaron. Tanner spray painted a pair of safety goggles with Rust-Oleum.
Test them out. It'll wash off. It's on your face.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Take Aaron over to the new building.
Why
in
you got
North Salt Lake
for it?
He hasn't seen what we've done to it.
What did you do to it?
That's what they are. Dude, you look like
Oliver Tree?
Oliver Tree!
I saw the shape of it.
Didn't really have too much time. Up. Up. All right, we're up here at Ground Zero. We've got the Fat Truck driver's ed sign, and we got Aaron blindfolded in the back. He's gonna be 50% amused, 50% pissed, so. All right, buddy, here we go.
It's not even my birthday. Are we playing in the desert today? There was a
when is your
dirt bike.
birthday?
It's in August.
August?
Yeah, so this isn't a good surprise, right?
Oh, dang it. All right, take him off. Welcome to Fat Truck Driver School, my guy. This is it.
No, we're at the V.
We're at Ground Zero. You remember this place? I know you hit your head pretty hard last time we were here.
Yeah, it was covered in snow last time I was here.
Covered in snow.
All
Dude,
right.
I know the conditions are different, but we're gonna run through, you know, how to run a Fat Truck. We got actually Amin here.
From Fat Truck?
From Fat
He's
Truck.
got a Fat Truck.
You know.
Is that who was sitting next to me?
Yeah. He
All
was
right.
actually sitting next to you the whole time.
I told you there was someone
And
next to me.
we're gonna run through Fat Truck. So
Was all this necessary? I would have agreed to come.
Absolutely not.
I would have came and agreed
Absolutely
to
not
this.
necessary, but it's funny. Let's introduce you to me.
How's it going,
I mean, this is Aaron.
I'm gonna let you guys catch up while we unload the fat truck.
So, I'm sure you saw the video.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to make you guys look bad.
You know how we call it?
How do you call it?
An 18-inch error.
An 18-inch error?
Yeah, 18-inch behind the joystick.
18 inches behind the joystick.
David called me and he came and he asked me to come and fly down here to show you how to drive.
All right. I'll take any lessons I can get. Yeah,
Excellent.
I definitely don't want to roll another one, so.
Well, we're going to show you a few tricks.
There we go.
And to improve your driving, but not only that, we'll show you the capabilities of that unit too. Engine temperature, transmission temperature,
Okay.
RPM.
Okay.
You have your incline, up and down, side, and that's live. If the truck becomes red, it's because you're going too far.
Okay.
And you'll have an alarm too. Here you have your fuel. The one interesting thing about the fuel tank, you have 12 hours of fuel
Okay.
when it's full. And before you arrive to the red part, you can drive in every angle without missing any fuel, without fuel starvation.
Okay. Is like the fuel tank baffled or?
Yes.
Okay.
It is baffled, and also it's more vertical than horizontal.
Okay.
So because of that, we don't miss any fuel.
Perfect.
Let's start that. That's it. So we went from 1 psi to 4 psi in about 15 seconds. That compressor is big enough that even if you have an 1.5 inch hole in one tire, it's going to keep the pressure.
No, what's crazy is how much volume that is. Like, these tires are huge.
Okay, we'll do a tour and we're ready to move.
Yep. All right.
How was it?
Good. No, it's good to see everything on the controls, the braking, basically even straight down to how to handle the joystick. There's just a lot of things that, you know, when you jump in something, you kind of just overlook, and it's good to have a professional just basically show you all the features and then show you how the control system works too. Because I mean, at the end of the day, like, you're dealing with, you know, a pretty intelligent machine here, and you don't know all the things that it's doing, you know, in the background, which it's really cool to know all the things it's doing in the background. So yeah, 100%. That incident though was driver error. This this machine is extremely capable.
You know, I want you guys to appreciate how much it takes Aaron to
What's
say that.
Why? You're always making me out to be a bad guy.
Aaron's not a bad guy. He's misunderstood often.
All the time.
Yeah.
You guys all suck.
All right. Let's take you through the course, man.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah, let's see if I pass.
Let's get you through those
Hey,
cones.
can you flip open my gate though? I don't feel like I'm buckling right now. Thanks, guys.
All right, man. You can do it.
I think I can do it.
Okay. So we're going through these first set of cones, through those two puddles, and then make a loop through that puddle and back through these cones and back through these ones as your finish line.
Yeah.
And if you nick the cone or even make it wobble at all, I'm afraid we can't pass you today.
Tanner, just from my point of view here, I have 2 tire tracks of how wide a fat truck is, and then I see these 2 cones, and they're actually inside of the tire tracks.
So what are you saying?
Can you get a good shot of that real quick, Cole? I'm just, you know, I may not be the most intelligent man in the world,
That attitude.
but that don't fit.
Let's see.
I'll work with you. I'll give you a little bit. I see your point of view, but the sun's hitting those tracks at a weird angle. It's making you think it's wider, narrower than it is.
All right, let's get going.
This is the worst teacher I've worked. What is he? Does he actually have to pass me on this? This guy's trying to bamboozle me, man.
Yeah.
He wants me to come back for more tests.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
All right, Tanner. Ready?
Come moving back.
3, 2, 1. Watch out. Go, go.
Is he gonna hit it? Oh! Failed!
Oh no.
I got a feeling he did that on purpose.
He's one of the worst students I've ever had, to be honest with you.
I think they missed the cones.
I missed the cones. Course failed.
Can't never drive again.
Sorry, better luck next time.
Sorry, Aaron.
Driving school went great. Now a professional. I don't think I failed my test, but they said I failed my test. I thought I did quite good. Felt like the test was rigged. No, it was beneficial. I really learned a lot of basic stuff, but stuff I didn't know about the fat truck. Amin knows these things inside and out, so super beneficial. As far as my test, that thing was rigged. But my training went good. I'm glad I did it. I'm not glad I did the test though. I feel like Tanner just set me up. That's all he did. It's a jokester. One of the things that I didn't have a full understanding of when I first drove the fat truck was the braking functions. There's actually emergency stop basically by a manipulation of the joystick that Amin showed me. And even when he did that, on a flat ground, the machine, it doesn't feel nose heavy at all. It just came to a stop. There was quite a few things that led to me doing what I did. One, I was in water mode, which is probably the worst mode to be in on this machine, on this terrain. And then also I had a whole bunch of momentum, and I bounced off the top of the thing because I had the tires completely inflated. And then I went straight to basically an emergency brake mode there. Yeah, I mean, at that point, there's nothing else for any machine to do but tip over. So I 100% caused that. You hop in something with a joystick and you think it's like a Bobcat or something you've driven all 20 times before. And I hate to say it, this thing's way smarter than a Bobcat. It's got so many functions and stuff that happens behind the scenes on the control. Good day. It was a good day.
All right, that was successful. Amin was awesome, taught us a lot about the fat truck, its different capabilities, functions and whatnot. We were able to get it, obviously around here. I don't think any of us expected that we're gonna have any problems today, but you never know. Last time we were here, it took about a day and a half to get from here to the bottom of the hill. Hopefully it was about 3 minutes instead of 3 days this time.